and Muller. Coach Tillman will have an opening statement followed by questions, and when you ask a question, please identify yourself, your affiliation, and to whom you are asking the question. So, Coach Tillman, the honor
Sure.
is yours.
Obviously, very proud of our team. Really excited to have another week with them. This group's been a great group all year, and obviously having played Albany once before and knowing how good they were, and kind of watching that first half last week, we knew, what their potential was, and just really proud of our seniors this week, especially late in the week. We dealt with finals and things like that at the beginning of the week, and I felt like our seniors really got us organized and then got us focused over the last couple of days. And just defensively, Timmy and those guys did an awesome job, and then offensively, Coach Reppert put in a really good game plan, and then I thought Matt, Colin, and Timmy and Connor really kind of took the lead on that, and just they played a very unselfish game, and we're very patient, and obviously the face-off thing, knowing how good TD is, to be able to be close to 50% was something we wanted to do, and obviously it worked out that way.
Questions?
I think you never know how it's going to play out. The one thing we talked about the last couple of days was we just felt more familiar with them, and you never know. Sometimes you have a whole week and you start seeing ghosts, and you have to be careful. So we watched the last game, and then we watched some other games, and they have done some things differently. They basically had, I think, 6 games between this game and last game, and they shut some guys off against Yale, and then 3 other games they shut off Goldstock last week. So we had to prepare for that, and so there were some defensive different looks they had. They also were starting a different attackman. We had shorted one of their attackmen last time, and then we weren't sure whether we could do that with Mitch. So they were different. TD has been crushing it at the X, and certainly beat us up pretty good last time. So we wanted to make sure we prepared for what we had seen on film, but then with a week, we kind of thought about, all right, what else could they do? And we just wanted to make sure the kids were prepared. So we had some things ready. I thought, again, maybe I do this too much, but I really do feel fortunate with the job that our coaches do, and certainly what our players do. But I thought Coach Connery had a really good game plan to get these guys ready, and these guys just seemed to execute it. But I really thought that just the effort, the intensity, and then the game in transition was a big plus for us today.
Yeah, I'm Christian with the Lacrosse. Are there any similarities between Albany and the Brown team you played in the Final Four last year, offensively?
Yeah, I can definitely see some similarities. I mean, they both play very fast. They both have really good face-off guys that allow them to play fast. So that's definitely something I see the similarity between.
I just thought our scout team did a great job this week getting us ready. They get us ready every week, and I thought they did a tremendous job this week, just getting us prepared. And they don't really get the credit they deserve, but they put their blood, sweat, and tears in practice, and we're very fortunate for them.
Very good.
What was the difference between having a week as opposed to 3 days?
I mean, definitely it allowed us to, get more depth into our game plan. Like last time having a 2-day turnaround just doesn't really allow you to put some things in. So definitely having a week allows you to put more stuff in, look more into it, look more into their plays, and decide what we need to do in order to cover them best.
Yeah, and just to echo that, I agree. And on top of that, you get to see your guys covering their guys. It's one thing, to kind of get ready, but to go back and look at how athletically maybe you did, or maybe some things you did do well, you can literally show your guys what they did. And I think there's a big plus to that. Now, obviously, they can do the same, so that helps. And I think the other side, and I think both teams had great crowds today, but that was a pretty long trip midweek, and that crowd was great. Albany's a tough place to play. They're a really good team, and they're a team that plays a lot of energy, and I even think they're that much better at home. And candidly, I feel like it's an advantage for us to play at home because we love playing there, but our fans are awesome. So we were hoping that, with a good crowd on our side this time, maybe that would help.
Yeah, is there a certain number with
It's just, you know, it's a new season now because it's playoff, it's one and done. I think everyone's excited, and you know, us seniors, we don't want it to be our last game. We're just trying to spend as much time as possible with this team together. So there is some hunger, but I think every team's feeling that in the playoffs because it's just a one and done deal now.
Tim, Mike, just the long stretches there, especially in the first half, where the game's on the other thing. How does it help you in dealing with just every last game?
It's definitely a big advantage for us. You know, he dodges a lot. He's, you know, a big focal point for their offense. So, you know, being able to be fresh for every single time, you know, he's going to dodge me is definitely, you know, an advantage. Having Matty and them, you know, hold the ball on offense a little bit, keep scoring. Having John win a lot of those face-offs is definitely, you know, pretty big for keeping us fresh when Albany came down.
Matt, as we walk the sun, in the first quarter, it seemed like you was attacking from the top. How much did that open up things for you as well?
It was just kind of a flow that we were doing. Sometimes I go up top, sometimes I go behind. It was just a situation, you know, that I just see during the game, and yeah.
Good to go for a lot of playoff games on regular season. You made 2 trips up there. Looking back, you kind of like to play in that regular season game.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it just gives us a, you know, like Coach said, it kind of lets us see how we played them the first time. And, you know, they're a great team, so, you know, having any advantage to see, you know, firsthand what they're like and how they play is definitely an advantage for us. So it's definitely good to get up there.
So, Coach, it's a slug on the road to play Albany, and the incredible, difficult schedule you have really prepares for this game like this. And second of all, give the guys still. What can you say about this group of seniors that now have been to 4 consecutive Final Fours? And once again, you're the only team to be back to the Final Four this year from last year.
Yeah, the part of being at Maryland is playing a hard schedule, and that's something that we've always prided ourselves on. I think there's so many things that help you there. You know, you always want to try to win your conference tournament, but if you can't, you could try to get at large and play a good schedule just because of the way things are set up. You need to get good wins, quality wins, a good RPI, and a good strength schedule. We're very fortunate that we have an administration that really supports us, that allowed us, you know, the flexibility to go out to Notre Dame, you know, to go up to Albany, and so we're very thankful for their support because that allows us to get a great schedule. If not, if you have to stay with regional, you know, games, you might not be as fortunate, and it's so hard to get at large spots now. So that's certainly helpful for us, and I think going to those places, it does toughen you. Like, you know, to go up there and win at Albany, it was hard. But you hope that the kids grow from that, you're challenged, you learn maybe some things that you did well, that you didn't do well. Certainly that week was a tough week in so many ways, but I do think it made us better. And then in terms of the Final Fours, you know, having coached for a long time before I got here, you know, having only been to 1 Final Four, I never take that for granted. I know how hard that is, how special it is. So for these guys to go 4 straight years, it certainly speaks to the talent that we have, just how hard these guys work and how dedicated they are. You know, we have good coaches, but good coaches can only do so much. You need really dedicated players. And on top of that, like, again, I go back to it, like our support staff, our strength coach is incredible, our trainer is awesome, our new nutritionist helps us. You know, Kristen Brown, who's in here, our sports supervisor, is so helpful. Like, we have resources that maybe other people don't, and that really does help you because sometimes you're playing against teams with, you know, a lot of talent as well. The support that you have goes a long way.
Over here.
Hey, Coach, Jason Dumas, WHAG-TV. Looking forward, you guys have Denver. There's a Peace kid who's filling in the X. What do you know about the program, I guess, initially, and what challenges do they come close for you guys going forward?
I haven't seen him a lot this year. We'll get that tape fired up on the way back, and certainly tonight. Obviously, you know, when you think of Denver, you know, obviously national champions a couple years ago, and Coach Tierney is, you know, arguably the greatest coach to ever coach, you know, college lacrosse, and obviously, you know that those teams are always well coached, well prepared. You know, Coach Brown does a tremendous job with their offense. They're always very skilled, and obviously you're staring down for first-team All-American, two-time candidate at the X, who won, I think, all but one face-off in a game yesterday. So you can't score if you never get the ball. So obviously that's something we're going to have to spend a lot of time on this week. But you know, Trevor's been outstanding for 3 years for a reason, and I think he's at 70 plus. So we've got to put a lot of time in to figure out ways to get possessions, or it's going to be, you know, we're going to be fighting upstream all day.
Take two more.
Who are you?
Alex with Festival Science. For you seniors, is it different now playing Denver? It was like the last time you played them, national championship, 2 years ago, sophomore. But now, is it a different feeling now that you've reached almost the end of your career?
You know, last time we played them, that was a whole different team. We're a different team now, so it's different. I don't know, we have a different group of guys in the room now.
Thank you.
We were discussing a minute ago the 4 Final Fours in a row. This is for you two guys. Is there a sense that this is the year? I mean, are you staring this in the face? Are you really going after this championship this year?
I'm just going to take it practice by practice and game by game. You know, I'm just trying to get better on Monday and Tuesday as a team, and you know, worry about that, you know, when we play.
But you guys are not going to go off a lot, haven't you?
Yeah.
Is it time to kick it into?
I mean, I think it's, yeah, I mean, we're going to give it our all like we had the past 2 years too, so, you know, not really anything different than those past 2 years, but, I mean, we definitely want to win it, so it starts on Monday, really.
All right, guys, thank you.
We hit Terminus!